Now, let me to introduce you the next speaker, Sushil Kumar, Chief Manager of City Gas Marketing GAIL, India. He's head of metering cell Indraprastha Gas Limited, New Delhi. He has over 21 years of experience in field of instrumentation and automation. Simultaneously, is also advising Central UP Gas Ltd, Kanpur, Green Gas Limited, Lucknow, and Maharashtra Natural Gas Limited, Pune in the matters of gas measurement, gas reconciliation, and smart metering solution.
Good morning. Thank you, Agnes, our moderator, session chair, Mr. Chandra, and the participants here. As the other utilities like electricity, water, gas is also important. Gas is a new fuel in India and it is being used worldwide as a clean, green fuel. So let us have some glimpse about my company, that is Indraprastha Gas Limited, operating in Delhi NCR. As you know, IGL is catering gas for the various segments of Delhi NCR region like transportation, industrial commercial units, and the domestic consumption. Way back in 90s, when we call our Delhi as a highest pollution in the town, so it is polluted city. But as you know, after formation of IGL, which is joint venture of GAIL and BPCL and partnership of Delhi government, changed the whole life of Delhi. As I remember in 95, when a fresh graduate I joined in Noida, it is very difficult to manage a white city, white we can say shirt to come out in Delhi. It becomes black, spotted in the evening. So this IGL changed the whole living of Delhi and NCR people. With the different directives of government and Supreme Court, vehicles which were running on diesel replaced by CNG vehicles. So it was a paradigm shift and people start using CNG, compressed natural gas. Since the journey has been traversed, vehicles to commercial, industrial and households, today IGL is catering 24/7 to all these segments of customers. In Delhi and NCR, we have various segments and areas: Delhi, Gautam Budh Nagar, Noida, Ghaziabad, and very newly allotted geographical area called Rewari, which is quite near to Delhi. So we are spreading our wings there also. Very recent, we are going to start CNG station and going to commission PNG supply for domestic customers in Rewari also. IGL today have nearly 6.95 lakh domestic customers, 420 CNG stations, around 1800 commercial customers, and around 900 industrial customers which are using natural gas here. So like water and electricity, natural gas also have similar kind of problems like pilferage of gas, difficulties being faced during laying the lines within the city. So you can see few statistics. In 2007, CNG stations were only 153. Right now we have 420 CNG stations. We are growing quite fast. Similarly, domestic connections in 2007 we were having over 78,000. Now they are nearly 7 lakh. So as total consumption, we can say around 11% of total sale caters to commercial and industrial customers, and 8% it is being sold to other customers, and around 80% it comes to CNG, and residential only 6%. Though the residential sector we are supplying very less quantity, but it is quite challenging. Residential colonies have different kind of problems. We have installed meters there in each house. Meter may be inside the house, meter may be outside the house, so it becomes very difficult to collect the readings if suppose customer is not available in the house. So we can say for a smart city like Delhi and NCR, if we are going to cater in a better way, automation is must. As the smart city mandate of Government of India states, meter should be smart one. So we are trying to convert our existing customers with smart meters, smart metering facilities. So I can show some figures about the vehicles. You can say private cars today which are buying CNG from IGL network are nearly 5.6 lakh. Light good vehicles around 1.3 lakh. Autos again 1.3 lakh. Taxis which are growing very fast in Delhi, taking the advantage of various kind of passengers, tourists coming in Delhi and NCR. They are growing quite fast. They are around 76,000. Buses 2.4 lakh, 24,000 sorry. Gramin Seva and other kind of vehicles. Recently IGL have partnered with auto manufacturer and converted 20 scooters to work on CNG. This was a pilot project and reports are coming. Projects may be quite successful, and soon we will start converting many more two-wheelers. So CNG stations, we are again using various kind of technology. You can see this picture. Below the canopy only dispensers are there. We got approval from respective departments, PASO, which takes care of various kind of safety standards of Government of India. We have installed all heavy equipment over the canopy. All boosters, we can say compressors, all devices are installed over the canopy. So we have ample space to cater many of the vehicles below the canopy. You can say again new technology without which it is not possible nowadays. We have dual dispensing arms. Now we have four arm dispensers which we have recently installed in East Delhi, and I think that is near about that hotels on the Nala Road. And hybrid CNG stations are coming up. We have started some giving discount at the night at few CNG stations, so that the drivers, mostly the taxi, can go there and buy the CNG. On those particular CNG stations where discounts are being offered during the late night hours after 12 to 5 a.m. early in the morning. So as the other utilities are going to be smart, IGL has also taken the initiative to have maximum advantage of newly available technology in various kind of our segments. Like the dispensers, IGL is going to start connect all the dispensers across the NCR with a centralized control room with the help of newly available technology, GPRS, GSM based. And to have more reliability, we are partnering with the fiber optics which other companies have laid, whether it may be a private one or government one like MTNL, BSNL or Reliance, so that we have more data reliability. All these things will be used to analyze the gas consumption, peak period, lean period, and the most we can give our demand to GAIL, which is our upstream supplier of gas. So we can have better services to our customers also, like we will launch an app. By using that, you can see on which CNG station you can buy the gas easily if you are traveling on inner ring road, outer ring road, or anywhere in NCR region. We can manage the queue. Further, we can have our all the meters connected with the this centralized control room, which we are going to set up in Kakanagar recently. We can manage our gas in a better way. We can know the pilferage areas. All the logbooks of CNG stations which were being used to be filled by manually, we are going to convert them a digital one. Operators soon have tabs in their hands. They can fill all the required data in the tab, and tabs will be connected through Wi-Fi or the modern term Zigbee, so that all the data at the same time will go to our centralized control room, and all the management sitting in our head office can see what is going on, which dispenser is selling more, which is selling less, so that we can utilize the existing manpower in a better way. All the critical parameters we can monitor, like pressure, temperature, flow rate, vibration of the machine, oil level, alarms, through the PLC, which is already there, only required to be connected with this Wi-Fi, using Wi-Fi with the tabs, so that data can be easily transferred to our centralized control room. You can see right now we are unable to give you the printed bill on our CNG stations which we are going to buy CNG. Mostly this is being demanded by the fleet operators like school buses, taxi operators which are owning more than 10-20 taxis, because their drivers sometimes have forged the bills which is manually being given to them and charge more prices than they have given to the CNG stations with their owners. So Owners Association have put their demand, let IGL give us the printed bill through the system only. Due to the certain constraint, like at present the devices, printers available in the market are not stringently safe, so that they can be easily installed at the CNG stations, because it's a gaseous environment. IGL is trying to purchase or being developed or asking few suppliers to develop such kind of devices that can easily be installed at the CNG stations. So just putting the taxi number and the quantity that you have bought, bill can easily be printed. We are working in this area. I think 2 pilot projects have been passed, and soon we will have some printing arrangement on our CNG stations. All the valves around the city, we have around 34-35 number of valves installed across the network, which is in a ring type across the Delhi. In case of any emergency, these valves are required to be closed in case of any emergency, to isolate the particular section whenever there is a leakage from the pipeline. Up to now, there was no arrangement for closing the valve remotely. Somebody travels using the car or two-wheelers, but you know the traffic conditions of Delhi, it is very difficult to approach the valve if we are traveling from another place to close a particular valve. So we are going to have automation over these valves. We are requested some telephone operators like Vodafone, Airtel to give APN, access point network lines, especially designed for IGL. They have installed 2 towers To maintain the redundancy, we have two operators. Otherwise, it could have been done but only single line. If there is any problem in one line, we can use another operator's line and close the valve. Experiment is quite successful. Out of 39 valves, we have tested till now over 30 valves, and soon we will have this arrangement installed, and we are hoping that by the end of this month, this facility will be working. So we can close our any valve situated in Delhi NCR area sitting in our control room. Similarly, for the domestic meters, which meters are installed in our houses, our billing guys visit your house. Sometimes you are not there. Sometime only female members are there. They are quite hesitant to allow this billing guy. So they simply say, please come next day or another sometime. We found around 10 to 20% of such problems every month. So IGL has decided to go for automatic meter readings so that nobody has to visit your house. There are various technology available for AMR metering. You can install AMR meter. You doesn't have to go inside the house. You can take the reading from outside. That we call walk-by type of meters. And another are drive-by kind of technology which operates in freely available frequency band. So you can just install your collecting device in a motor vehicle. You can motor over the road and you can collect the readings of all the residents across that road. So that is the second technology. And one OCR, optical character reading based technology, is also emerging, which device installed over the meter, whatever be your reading frequency, that device take a pic and send to your control room, and the digital reading also, so that you can utilize for your billing. And from the server, customer can also see what is their consumption. So we are going in that mode also. There are parties like Genesis, Mr. Ansumani Bhushan is there. We can explain this photo OCR based technology. He is also going to do a pilot project with us very soon. And GPRS based communication, where meter itself can send the meter reading to our control room for billing purpose. So these existing meters, we have thought to install this OCR technology, AMR technology, which may be either walk-by type or the drive-by type. So by supplying gas and having all kind of these smart facilities, IGL will become a energy supply company, because we are supplying to your motor vehicles, supplying to your household for kitchens, supplying for industrial, commercial. So IGL is not mere a gas supply company, it's basically a energy supply company. Soon we can have facility to connect your geysers also. Due to some restrictions it was stopped, but earlier we have taken this initiative to connect geysers of each household. Thank you so much for giving patience hearing. This is all about IGL, and as a smart company we are doing whatever possible and adopting new technology to cater our existing customer and new customer in a better and a smart way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar. Thank you. It's really interesting how we could change the compressed natural gas also in an automation with this progress in automation too. So we could have something good with the sustainable environment, but also we could also manage it in an automation way.